Obviously, we've got a derby coming up. You played for United right at the beginning of your career. Is the derby different because you've played for both clubs?
No, not really. You know, my time has pretty much been at City. But the derby is always special for any player that has the opportunity. And you know, yes, I came over here. United brought me over here, so that's where I started my career. But you know, for me, I'm a Blue, and I'm just excited about the prospect of the game tomorrow and us playing well and getting the 3 points.
When you look back on your career, where do derbies figure? I mean, you've got so many great moments. Is it derbies that stand out, or are they just part of the rich tapestry of your football career?
Well, I think, you know, first of all, it's a brilliant question, because for me, when I played against United, and then how things turned out with regards to the great assist from Gary Neville, it shows me, and even today it continues to show me, that it's ever so special, because the fans, they love that they show from even then. So I have a little joke. I like saying, the great assist from Gary Neville. He was a City player with that assist. But derbies are special, and for me, I really enjoyed them because I wanted to prove myself against, at the time, United were the yardstick. So playing against them, performing well, scoring. And the one thing I didn't want to do was have the last game at Maine Road, us walk away having lost. It's like, can we somehow, some way, give the fans a great send-off? And as we know the story.
You, of course, have played in lots of different games. As a player, when you trot out onto the pitch for a derby, is it different? Did you have butterflies? Did you have nerves?
Yes. But you learn how to maintain those or control those. The atmosphere is a little bit more tense. You know it from the build-up of the week. It's everywhere, not even a week, 2 weeks before. It's like you've still got a game to play before the derby. And fans are like, listen, you can't lose the derby. You got to win the derby. And you're just like, we have a game before the derby. But it does just let you know the magnitude of the game. And I think because of how City's transformed and where we are today, it's almost done this whole reverse, because this is probably the lowest of United's time in terms of how they are and how they play. We don't almost think about them in the light. They probably need the derbies more than we do, because of the way we play and how we perform, and being pretty consistent. But they are going through a horrible period, and long may it continue.
Do you think, I mean, United used to Fergie particularly, used to joke, I don't know who was joking, but
yeah,
it sounded like a joke, that Liverpool was a bigger game to them, that was the derby. Do you think it's gone the other way now, that this is actually not as important as playing Liverpool for City, or is the Manchester derby still the be-all and end-all? Well,
I think there's two different camps that look at it. The City fans, the derby is the most important. But then I think there's a business side to City, and by dominating England or dominating Europe, then the teams that you compete with in the Champions League and all of that become your main rivals. So, I'd almost stretch that out to say the Barcelona, Bayern Munich's, Real Madrid's, these are who City see as the derbies, because that's what City's wanting to capture and become the best, the best in the world in regards to that. But for the City fans, it's derbies, and it's funny because only now we've got this rivalry that's competing with the derby against United, because of the success that Liverpool and the consistency that Liverpool's having. So I think there's two sort of looks at it, or fans look at it from City's point of view, and that's Manchester is the most important one. And then there's one that says, listen, if we can win Champions League, and I think that probably stems more from the business side of the club, with that point of view, in terms of can we beat Barcelona's and the Liverpool's if they're competing in the Champions League and going all the way, and if it's Tottenham or whoever it may be. So, but yeah, it's a derby day, so we want to be winning that.
And I'm not going to ask you for a score prediction because I think that's something I never give them. But instinctively, do you feel it'll be City's day?
Yeah, I do. I just think that Pep has another level of tactics that Ali is just not at that level. His players will give him. Ali will give his players will give him work rate, endeavor, tenacity. But Pep's players, City players, they give you that energy, they give you the intelligence, they give you the intelligence of how to expose the opposition, along with the quality and ability that the players have. So I just think that City will find a way. It is a derby and you can get surprises, but I feel even though we don't have our solid, in terms of our regular centre-backs, I still feel that we'll win the game. I feel that Rashford is a key player to keep at bay, but for the most part, I think that we'll win this. I think like a 3-1.